The show you're tuned into right now was put together by students and staff enrolled in the broadcasting courses in the radio television department at San Joaquin Delta College. Thanks for listening and supporting college radio.
Brother in your coffin, look at me. Your mother died today, and now you're free. Look down from the heavens and watch the rain wash away the asphalt down the drain. You can let them scream in their house of lies. I'll go on and write my script until I die.
Not a day goes by where I don't think of you. Not a day goes by where I don't think of you. Not a day goes by where I don't think of you. Not a day goes by where I don't think of you. Not a day goes by where I don't think of you.
I hope I find you somewhere. I think I'll find you somehow. Won't you stay? Won't you stay? But she said I'm repentless, as I killed a politician, and I never really knew what sorry meant. And I'm sorry, I don't know what sorry means. A politician died today, signed 1 million papers, and took 1 billion to their graves. I hope both candidates die. I killed a police officer today. Licked my lips as the ambulance took him away. Found myself in a castle with a crown. Fist up, love myself, around and find out. Something about you doesn't ring a bell. It's not in the way you turn your back on me. It's not in the way you resent me. It's in the way you think I'm the one going to hell. Why do you waste away? Remember the unknown soldier's name. Remember it as you succumb to your fears. Remember it for the next 8 years.
I can't say that this is it. That they will be gone forever. To lose them would be to lose myself. But for now, at least I can rest. At least now, not every memory and thought are haunted by them. There will be a time when they come back. Louder and angrier. good job keeping them away, silencing them. With help from sweet echoes of melodies, with comfort from the innocence of man's best friend, with suppression through substances that my body begs me to reject. And finally, with this beautiful thing that we created.
About me, you would think harder. Will you wake up in my bed? Or will you wake up in my head? Can we live on a flower? The way your chemistry changed on me, the way I see your eyes and enemies, to love and not be loved back, to throw my heart into a void. All the times your back was turned on me, I still saw you in my room. The last time I saw you, you weren't listening. I've been dreaming of you too long, I think. Another door is closing, and I could feel you leaving. Please don't go. You're my void. You're my memories.
But are you willing to compromise within a relationship?
To compromise? What is compromising? Compromising for what? Compromising for what reason? To compromise for what? To compromise. What is compromise?
If a man came into your life, wouldn't you want to compromise?
You're the fool.
I must admit, I'm afraid of what will happen once we move on. I'm afraid they will be back sooner than I had anticipated. I'm afraid I will fall into that pitch black void again. The void that is filled with regret, self-loathing, and fear. I just have to remember all the good we did. All the hearts we touched. All who listened and agreed and felt what we felt. To everyone who struggled along with us. To everyone who dreads and fears sleep at night. To everyone who stayed up with us. And to everyone who has been through hell and back just as we have. I say goodbye and thank you. I hope you hang on just a little bit longer, just as we did.
I no longer sleep. I'd rather spend my nights trying to remember your face, if you had one at all. But the truth is, I remember everyone but you. The anguish is beyond abysmal, but I can't let you die. But I also can't bear to hear or see your name anymore. I can't let you just be another shallow digital prayer. You're such a pain in my memory as much as you're a treat for it. I'm taking a toothbrush to scrub your head still. I'm taking new flowers to replace the old ones with. I'm hurting someone just by talking about this. Sadness was only a self-inflicted heartbreak before I began knowing my way around the cemetery. They tell me you're in a better place, but I'm not convinced the dirt is that comforting. I can no longer sleep. These are the long nights that I'm too busy searching old memory files, trying to remember what you look like. My memory is on life support and it doesn't hesitate to take its final breath. Before it leaves, I go to the last place I can see you. In the hallway and lifeless pictures. And now I can't help but remember my last encounter with the unknown soldier.
I think that acceptance is key to being comfortable with the fact that whatever you do, it won't matter because you're inherently just nothing compared to everything else, if that makes sense. Like, there are a very small percentage of humans that can even alter the human history. The human history. So, whatever you do, there's no way that it can alter the history of the universe. there's nothing that anyone on Earth can do to alter the history of the universe, because we're all just floating through space on a little speck of rock. And that is what we are. We are not something bigger than ourselves. We are a life form on a rock in space. And I think once you accept that you're pretty much nothing, it makes it easier to focus on something that should matter, which is you. You should matter to yourself. And you should fulfill yourself instead of some prophecy that just can't be filled.
How do we find comfort in the possibility of not becoming everything we ever hoped for? This is morbid, but I find comfort in death. Because regardless of if I become this big person in the world, or if I am a small person in the world, good or bad, at some point in my life, I will die, and I will cease to exist on this world. So I can either choose to be anxious forever and stress about all these things I can never become, or I can go through life experiencing and meeting as many people as possible and doing what I can to become what I want to be. So that is how I find comfort in the possibility of not being who I want to be. As long as I'm happy at the end of it, then I did it.
For me, there's not a lot of comfort not knowing that you won't really achieve anything in life. The reason being for that is it's not something that I always thought about, you know? I never, since I was a kid, I wanted to be successful, but not to the point to achieve something that would leave a lasting impact. Because I really don't care enough. It should change, but that's just me. But anything, I just want to be successful, provide for my family. As long as I'm able to do that, I don't really care about making too much of an impact on the world or achieving. I mean, I guess I want to achieve success. A little bit of success that would be great, but I'm content with not achieving everything that I ever dreamed of. Because once again, like, dreams are there for a reason. If you achieve what you dreamed for, there's nothing left to do. Always good to keep on dreaming. For example, me, I want to be a famous musician. Nah, I take it back. I don't want to be famous. I want to be a great musician. Maybe in a band or something in the future. But I feel like if I ever achieve that, it will take away some of the magic that I feel when I read this in the bands, some of my favorite bands. Just because I don't really know why, but that's just how I feel. What I meant to say about achieving, like, you know, being in a band, achieving success, what it would take away from bands. Not that it would take away, it would just, I've always seen bands as things bigger than life. Like, there's some things that were huge. And I just feel like if I were to achieve that, me, if I were to achieve something as good as these people, oh man, then I feel like that might take away from what they've achieved, you know? But who knows? I might change my mind if I ever do become a great musician. I might feel closer. Music is my comfort for everything, including not being, if I'm not able to achieve anything in life, at least I'll have music.
So a question I received to answer was, what comfort do you take in recognizing you may never become anything? And my response would be that no matter what each and every one of us accomplish in life, whether we succeed or fell in our lives, we all end up at the same place in the end. We weren't put in this life to see who gets the bigger house, who has the flashiest clothes, who has the best car, who has the better career, because in the end, none of it matters. What truly matters in life is one, if you have food to survive, and two, to have a warm place to sleep. That's really all the necessary things that you need if we're just talking. And mankind, to me, has placed all these rules in society that has programmed us to believe if we didn't live in a big fancy house, we were poor and sad and had pathetic lives. So to answer the question, the comfort I take in recognizing I may never become anything is that I got to choose how I lived. I got to choose how I loved, I got to choose what to experience in life, and that I didn't need to become a famous person to determine my self-value and quality of life.
What comfort do you take in recognizing you may never become anything? There's two answers to that, I think. One of them is a deeply uncomfortable feeling, personally, that I will do nothing of worth, or nothing that is deemed worthy to be remembered in the future. But at the same time, it's also very liberating to not be tied down by that notion of having to do something to be remembered or something worthy. Because if no one will remember what I did hundreds of years from now, I'm free to do whatever I want, in a sense. Not saying that there aren't ramifications for what you do, but it's liberating to think of that. But I do want to do something with my life, something that might be remembered. And that's what I strive for. And it's uncomfortable to think that I might not be able to reach that goal that I have for myself.
I think my gut reaction to recognizing that I may never become anything is, well, good. It takes a lot of pressure off of me, because I think I hold myself to this unattainable standard sometimes. And I think, well, I'm older than this artist, and I haven't done anything to match what they've done. I'm less creative than this person, and I feel like I shouldn't be. I feel like my drive needs to match theirs. I'm not studying to be in a good enough field of work. And all of these things don't matter at all when you realize that 99% of people will never become larger-than-life human beings. Because of this, I feel like I can destroy old versions of me that I didn't like. I can be flexible in my pursuits because no one's expecting me to be anything more than a cog in the human machine. There's no weight on my shoulders. Even though my life probably won't be significant to anyone who doesn't know me, I impact a small amount of people who matter to me, and that's all the meaning I need to get out of life. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel, I'm just trying to get as much as I can out of this human experience, and so is everybody else. I'm just trying to make it count for myself. I'm comfortable knowing that everyone is craving more out of their existence. I may never become anything, but to myself, for me, I'm everything.
Unknown Space Radio Season 2, Year of the Fool, hosted by Thomas Arganda and Salon, with word-spoken narration and ad-libs by Spiderside. Written and directed by Thomas Joseph Arganda and Alexzandre Nathaniel Salon, with writing credits from Luis Lua. Production of show and music by Thomas Arganda with help from Luis Lua. Unknown Space Radio, Season 2, Year of the Fool has been a production of KWDC 93.5 LPFM, Delta College Radio. This program is made possible by listeners like you. Programming is produced by the students, staff, and faculty of San Joaquin Delta College's Radio Television Department. It is supported by the Delta College Department of Arts, Humanities and Multimedia, the Career Technical Education, and Workplace Development Office, and the State of California. Thank you for listening.